El siguiente es un podcast Radio UCM, Universidad Católica de Manizales, un proyecto de amor que apunta a la excelencia.
En Radio UCM, ¿Sabías que? Apropiación social del conocimiento, un programa de la Dirección de Investigaciones y Posgrados de la Universidad Católica de Manizales. ¿Sabías que?
Welcome to our radio program, Sabías que? From the Research Direction. Today we have 4 guests. We have Juliana Díaz from the advertising program, Erik from tourism administration, Olga from the Faculty of Education, and Gloria Clemencia from the Faculty of Education as well. Welcome so much. Juliana, thank you for accepting our invite.
Thank you. Hi everyone, my name is Juliana Díaz. I'm a publicist. I have a master in digital communication. Now I'm a professor at the advertising program in university. My experience is about agencies, radio broadcast, and now I'm in the subjects about media strategy and planification.
Thank you so much for accepting our invitation.
Thank you.
Erik, I know that you are from the Tourism Administration and Management program. What have you done? What can you tell us about yourself?
Sure. Thanks for inviting me. My name is Erik Sepúlveda. I'm working in this program, but my professional experience are more related to the social work. Yes, work with communities, help the communities to develop some projects directly related with his quality of life.
All right. Olga Giraldo is a teacher, is a professor from the Faculty of Education from the bachelor's programs. Olga, how are you today?
Fine.
Olga, what can you tell us about yourself?
Okay, first, thank you so much for having me in the program. Okay, about me, I have a very large family. Okay, as a typical Paisa family, I have seven brothers. I am the only and the least girl at home. Okay, and I have worked as a teacher for many years here at Catholic University, and I'm really proud to be part of the group of teachers here, because as I told you before, I have had the happiest and the worst moment here at the university. In the hard moment that was the death of my brother, I feel the support of the whole community.
Okay, it's great that you have felt supported all along.
Yes, of
this
course.
Time here at the Catholic University.
Not only by my partners at work, but also by the sisters. It was really great and really important for me, because it was a very hard process, a family process at home. Yeah.
Okay, so in your case, this is a real love project that aims at excellence.
Yeah, it's not only my work, it's a real life project.
Thank you so much.
Okay, thanks
Gloria
to you.
Clemencia, you are also a professor from the Faculty of Education, and what can you tell us about yourself?
Okay, good morning. Thank you for inviting me here. Yes, I am a professor all my life, and I changed my professional profile. First, I studied language therapist, and then I studied a master's degree in doctoral program of education, and now I'm all my time make research and direct a doctoral program.
Okay, thank you so much. In here we have different fields of research, so this is very interdisciplinary. And Juliana, I know that you work towards cyberbullying, digital literacy in children. What can you tell us about this field of research?
Well, first of all, I think that advertising should be responsible not only for commercial issues. I think that it's important to improve or to get beyond to the future and start to talk about advertising in wellness, about the people, about the children, especially in everything that has to be like common social issues. So it was important for me to make a change about it. So I started to watch a phenomenon like cyberbullying, especially in children, because I'm a mom too. I'm a mom of one 10 years daughter. So I have to make something, you know. So I started to look at cyberbullying was a phenomenon that, yes, we know about it, but we don't know really about it. We don't know who are involved in there. So I started to watch the phenomenon very close and try to design, or at least describe, some characteristics that the content for children should be like an X, or like a subject in another objects of communication. So we have to design for the children that they decode something different in the image and the sounds. So now we have to start to understand how they understand and how we can prevent, especially prevent, because my children was in 8 to 13 years. So it's a special stage of the life that you are, I don't know, like supporting or creating your personality. So that's where we can do something to prevent cyberbullying when they're older in social media, especially for that.
What is interesting about this is advertising for social good.
Yes,
All right.
It's social good, because not all, that's where we're going to. That's advertising. This advertising future, because brands now try to engage people with experience, not only with products and service like in the 50s. So now we have to make a change, and now we have to be more responsible consumers, and we have to help or teach, or I don't know, make some communication strategies for the children and for the people to develop those skills.
Thank you so much, Juliana.
Thank you.
Gloria, nowadays we are in a post-conflict era. I know that you have worked towards human coexistence. What can you tell us about the field?
Okay, in human coexistence is a challenge of the humanity, because when you have more than one person, you have a conflict, because you have a difference in sense. Okay, and in Colombia we have a biggest challenge, because now we are in an scenario or post agreement, and it means one of topic is what is how we can live together now when we don't have some omni explanation about our situation. Before we have a FARC. FARC is responsible for all our problems. And now, how we can coexist, we can solve our conflicts in different ways to use the violence.
Thank you so much, Olga. Actually, the eyes of the world are fixed in Colombia right now because of this post-conflict, and it's also a very good opportunity for peace building in a global environment as well. All right, thank you so much, Gloria. Erik, recently, this coffee region was nominated by UNESCO as coffee cultural landscape as a World Heritage. And what can you tell us about it?
Sure. The UNESCO nomination was on 2012, and from this time to now, until right now, some municipalities in Caldas to have some tourism potential have developed some related economies. I mean, the tourism activity was stimulated for this nomination, for this UNESCO nomination, but in these economic activities will be improved to offer a quality tourism service. And I think that this is a break point, because it's possible to the economic sector will improve, but this is not directly related with the quality of the service that his that his activities offer. I mean, the tourism sector will need to be defined, because when speak about tourism, we think tourism is all the hotels, the restaurants, the transport companies, and the monuments or fairs and popular parties. But it's necessary to define a major sector, a principal sector that involves tourist guides, tourist agencies, and some tourist promoters. That this sector is different to the public sector, to the support sector. I mean, that is hotels, the transport companies, and restaurants. And these two sectors is different to the public activities related with tourism. The public activities involve management of the heritage, public space for the people enjoy his quotidian activities, promote of some public policies to help to develop some related activities with the tourism. And this is one first effort of our research. Define what is the tourism economic sector and what are his categories.
All right, so that means that this nomination was very important for our region, but at the same time it's a very big responsibility and challenge if we don't define what we exactly mean by tourist sector. So we need to work towards that, right? Okay, thank you so much, Erik. Olga, I know that you've worked with vulnerable children's like with less favorable conditions, with pedagogical assistantship and that stuff. What can you tell us about it?
Okay, as you told us, I have worked for many years with Fundación Niños de los Andes here in Manizales, because all my life I have loved to work with communities, okay? Since I was in high school, it was very important for me. And here at the university, I have been accompanied with Jorge and some students, and we do classes with, for example, technology, English, Spanish, yeah? At the beginning, we start the process with technology systems and English. But during the days, we have found that they have many problems in reading and writing in Spanish, okay? And we made a decision to change, yeah? Because they need first Spanish. They need to understand their life, their environment, okay? And we stopped at that time the process in English, yeah? Because for us it's much better to continue with the process in Spanish, because they are older to be in the grades. I mean, children that are in first, second, or third grade, they can be 10, 12, 15 years, yeah? Because of their vulnerable conditions. They didn't go to the school, okay? It means that they have really problems in comprehension in Spanish, okay?
Yeah, we need to work towards our mother tongue before the foreign language.
That's right.
All right, thank you so much. Juliana, we come back here for cyberbullying and digital literacy for children. And what method did you use for your research?
Well, this is a qualitative investigation. The objective was getting to depth about the cyberbullying phenomenon. So we use a lot of instruments like a technique like interview. I made a focus group, very interesting with children, and some case analysis. That was like the methodology in this research. But I think this is just like a baby step for this really subject. For these things, very important. I like to be here in this table because we came from different